Yo, what's good? It's your favorite Starhead Nico talking about Fastest Finger First. It caught me off guard. I already know I don't like the genre because it's gonna be either some lame high school trope or some stuff that's like, it's not the school we know and appreciate, but hey, gave it a chance. I do not regret it, to say the least. And I like the art style. And I like with this show, I could just stare at it all day and not get tired of it. And I like how things flow. Some of those shows where I have to stop, pause it, and say, is this real life? Is it supposed to be what they think school is like? What school they go to? Private school? What is this? High school? Like, what are they mixing together? You feel me? But no, it's like an actual high school experience. You know, it's socially awkward. Everyone's trying to find their cliques and where they feel comfortable. So it was believable. I really did enjoy it. So the main character, Shiki, he's saying the second day of high school, and it's the day when usually the clubs and circles are trying to get everyone to join. So you walk past them, you know the deal. Hey, join a club, join a circle. We're amazing. Join. So he walks past this one table, and the guy's like, hey, you can become a quiz king and introduce something called Quiz Bowl. And the character's like, what are you talking about? And the opening played. I kid you not, bro. Every anime this season has a fire opening. Is this the year of flame anime? I want to say it could be. Bangers have been dropping all year long. This summer anime season has not disappointed me so far yet, but we have more to go. Regardless, right? So he gets appointed in the classroom and assigned class duties. So while this is happening, our boy Shiki's thinking about, okay, what club do I want to join and why? And he's thinking about the pamphlet we got earlier from the Quiz Bowl table. And he's like, wait, it sounds interesting, but I don't think I want to join. That guy is kind of a weirdo, because you already know you see a character and their glasses are glaring all the time, or at least look really steamy. You can't really trust them fully, right? But they start doing the quiz, and he's saying it's pretty easy stuff. It's basic knowledge or whatever. So then he was thinking, okay, if I do want to do this, I'm not really one for crowds. Not about that life. So then he hears, okay, who wants to be a classivarian? He tried to do it, but he couldn't get noticed by a teacher because the guy in front of him was way too tall. And he didn't even hear him raise his hand. So as you could tell, this man is either an introvert or just super socially awkward. Either way, it still fits because in high school, it's supposed to be socially awkward. So that's what I'm saying. It did the school genre justice. You feel me? But regardless, he's thinking about all this and he's like, wait, that girl that's gonna be Liberian. Wait, that girl's gonna be classivarian. She's from earlier at the Quiz Bowl table. And her name is Mary. So he's saying, oh. And they went to the point where it's like everyone's having lunch, being social. You just see Shiki by himself. And then one person saying, is he lonely? Does he have any friends? And he has a flashback and he's thinking, the reason why I'm like this, I always feel more comfortable in the library because people call me shrimp, weakling, stuff like that. And I love knowledge. I love books. So I always feel at home at the library. So my mom used to work at the library at my school. So I used to do, while I wait for her to come off work, I would read books like crazy. It's way more fun than having friends, at least in my personal opinion, the way he was talking. So then as the flashback continues, he's just eating his lunch, sees Mary doing the little quiz thing he was doing earlier. And he's like, huh? What is she doing here? He made it really socially awkward because he walked past her and he didn't say anything, so she tripped over him. And you already know when anime does this, what's supposed to happen. It's all undies. It's made like, ew, I ain't see nothing. So she just walked off awkwardly, and the librarian saying no running in here. And he looked and he was like, wait, on her quiz paper, she keeps having little symbols like slashes. Why does she do that? That's so weird. Then it gets to the point, it's up to the school to make sure you know what club you want to join. They have like a club showcase. Same glasses guy from earlier. So it was his turn to go, right? So it got to the point because there's not enough volunteers, he started having to call people out. He called out the same seat that Shiki was sitting in, and he's like, I don't want to go up there, I can't do this. So then it turns out that Mary Girl also was on the stage, and she was teaching them that, hey, I did this before, and here's how it all works. So she's saying, yes, you can know the answer, but if you're not fast enough, no point. He was wondering, how did she just know what the answer was before the question was even done? And then she was telling him the way it works is, based on the question which you hear at a certain point, you gotta know when to buzz in and answer. And we learned you have 5 seconds to give an answer. So you may know the answer, but if you hit the buzzer and don't say anything, they keep going. Another person can answer, right? So it's not just about being fast, it's about knowing what the answer is. So it's about critical thinking and quick thinking at the same time, if you wanted to see it that way. And we're seeing, once again, like any typical anime, they make things all fancy. So he's thinking about the question as it pops up in his mind, and he's trying to see how she just getting these questions right so fast. And then as time passes, he's seeing what she was trying to say. yes, you can answer as quick as you want to, but it's good to hear the full question. But because it's a competition, you have to know exactly when to buzz in and give the answer. So as time is passing, he's learning what Mary's doing, and he started thinking, that's the reason why she put lines on her paper. So when she heard a certain vowel or symbol, she knew exactly when to answer the question because she knew what the answer was going to be. That was pretty cool stuff. To get to the point, he actually answered on time and answered the hardest question. So I was sitting here like, oh, he did pretty good for his first time, and he felt excited. It was good because it felt natural. Imagine if you're a shy person and you're on stage, even if you know something, the pressure can make you feel awkward. And if other people are there who are competing against you, I can understand exactly how the main character was feeling the entire time. But I like how they made things subtle with Mary's explaining how the quiz bowl would go down. She didn't force the explanation on him. It came at the right time, but she wasn't doing it to the point where it's like you're having 15 minutes of explanation. It's supposed to be realistic in a way, talking about, okay, question, answer, explanation. You feel me? But hey, so that was anime. The way you do things, it feels like it's a natural flowing thing. It knows when to transition. It knows when to say, okay, explain this, or your character knows this happens. It's not forcing you to say, oh, we're just gonna bore you with information and you don't know why it matters. And it turns out that guy, the president of the Quiz Bowl Circle, he ran out of time. But the good news is he was saying, hey, you're pretty good. And then Mary confronted him after everything was saying, look, how did you know the answer to that question? Because it was something that not even I can answer, even if I was. But the guy was saying it's a lesser known. So I figured out what it would be. And she was saying even by herself, it was kind of hard to do all this stuff. Like, answer the question. So it seemed like she went to the library to get information to know what the answers were based on when she was talking. And then she was like, all right, do me a favor. You know what? For your first time doing something like this, you're really good. You have good critical thinking and you can think on your feet. So next time you were careful with the buzzer. So look, you should join Circle with me. And I'll forgive you for what you saw earlier. And I was like, yo, that's the perfect ending. You can become a quiz king. That's what she also said. So all in all, I enjoyed this anime for what it was. Because for once, I watched an anime about school. And it actually felt like a real school day. It didn't feel like they was forcing it. They was exaggerating stuff. It felt like a regular day at school. Even though the character was one of those characters that feel like they're supposed to be a background character, it fit the setting perfectly. Because not every time I'm watching an anime involving school, I want the best main character ever. Sometimes I want some weirdo, some social awkward person. You feel me? But if you guys seen this, what do you think about it? Based on the screenshots, do you want to see it for yourself? What do you think about the art style? Is it for you or not? And tell me what do you think about school days or school as a genre as anime? Is it your thing or not? I'm curious to find out. So you guys did enjoy, y'all know what to do. But before I even say that, I just want to say this has to be the second best anime revolving around school I've seen, because Koichi Uso takes that cake right there. You feel me? Even though it wasn't directly focused on academics of school. But look, that's everything I wanted to say, so you know what to do at this point. Like, comment, subscribe, share your favorite social medias, follow me on Twitter if you want to, join my Discord, join my Patreon if you want to back me financially. It's all on you what you want to do. I'm just happy you stopped by. And remember, I could say so much more, but my crew needs me.